There should be a book of names going around. Does anyone know where it is? In this book, we put the names of people we'd like to dedicate the practice that we're doing today to. Usually, it would be people that are in need or have recently passed away. You can also put in pets, animals, anyone you think would benefit from our good merit. At the end of the practice, we'll read out the names. I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm Janet, and I'm one of the senior students here. I occasionally lead the Sunday meditation along with a few other senior students. And the practice that we're going to do is the practice that was given to us by one of our leading teachers, which is a Lama in Tibet, Atsum Rinpoche. We have his picture over here. And this practice is a practice that's good for everyone, whether you're just new to meditation or you're a long-time practitioner. And what we are trying to do in the practice is really develop our attention. A lot of people call this mindfulness, but it's really just being attentive to the present moment. So we do this by very traditional means, which is observing our breath. And we really, there's several reasons why the breath is good. First, it's always with us. It's always changing. We can always observe how our breath goes in and out. And it also makes us a little bit more conscious of our own body. A lot of times we're not really conscious of our bodies. We're always up here in our mind. But it's a way of relating and also connecting to our whole bodies. And as we do this, a lot of people like to also concentrate on certain energy centers within our body. And one important one is one that is like 3 finger widths below our navel, 3 finger width deep. It's called I forgot what they call it in Tibetan, but it's a very important central chakra or energy center. So you can sort of observe as your breath goes down and goes down into this center. Observe it going in and out. Or you can just observe how it is, how the breath goes in and out of your nasal cavity. You can also think of it as just breathing yourself in and breathing yourself out. Just become the breath itself and feel it as it goes through your body. As we do this, you're going to notice that your mind is going to wander, and that's very natural. It's just the natural way the mind functions. There's always thoughts that come in and out. But you gently just want to, whenever you notice that a thought is coming into your mind, just gently go back to the breath. And one technique that I like to do is just whenever I find that I've lost myself in thought, I say, thinking. I go back to the breath. When we label a thought as just a thought, it loses its power over us, so it's easy to just let it go, let it dissipate, go back to the breath. So with time, we just want to develop that, the skill of just being in the present moment, letting go of thoughts of the past, letting go of thoughts of the future, just being with yourself and being in whatever environment you are at the moment. So even though we concentrate on the breath, we could also concentrate on maybe sounds or other senses that we have. But the traditional way is just to be with our breath. So another important part of meditating is also to have the right posture, and this helps us in the energy flow that goes through our body, because really what we're trying to do in meditation is have the energy flow through our body. That's why we want to keep our spine straight but relaxed, not too stiff. This helps the energy go up, up to the top of the head. We also want to keep our chin just slightly bent. This also helps to elongate the spine. And in our lineage, we tend to meditate with our eyes slightly open. And this is, there's several reasons why, but one is because it helps us to help maintain our attention throughout the day. We go through our lives with our eyes open, and we also have to, it helps to develop our mindfulness, our attention, to have the eyes slightly open. If you do this, just gaze down around 3 feet in front of you without just a gentle gaze, without actually looking at anything in particular. And if this is too much of a distraction, it's fine to close your eyes. Just keep that in mind once in a while. So as we do this, we're going to observe our breath for about 10 minutes, and then we're going to chant a sacred syllable. And the sacred syllable is the syllable Hung. Hung is the syllable of enlightened mind. And we chant it, each person will chant it at their own pace. Of course, we're not going to reach enlightenment by just chanting Hung, but it will, it sort of helps to kind of clear the mind up a little, and you may notice once you've chanted for a while that you just feel more settled and clear. So we'll do this for just a few seconds, each person at their own pace. Then it will naturally die down, and we'll go back to observing our breath. So we're going to do this meditation for about 20 minutes, and then we'll take a break. So let us start. Let us chant home. Go back to the breath. Let us chant Him. Go back to the breath. Let us chant home. Go back to the breath. So the practice we just did is a practice that anyone can do on their own. If you're new to meditation, it's good to start off in short intervals. It could be a 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then slowly you can start to build up the amount of time you spend observing the breath. We're going to take a short break. And in the meantime, we are passing around the book of names. If you hadn't, if you'd like to put in any names, it's a good time to do so. At the end of the practice, we will read the names to dedicate. And we're going to take a break about 10 minutes, and we'll be back and do a short practice after that.
Is happening.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Just touch that other screen.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why that was happening. Hope that amp ain't doing some weird things the other night. I don't have the money for that.
Sorry.
I ask precious three gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The five skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly. I ask precious three gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body, impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The 5 skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly. I ask precious 3 gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body, impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The 5 skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly.
Thoka me yilute mita to bolete Kitre de ye de karzolo ma Andi pung in so pa na ki lo te mendo ni ne ki wara so hi de kar zo lo ma Lendre lo me yen pe me gi to par po yen
Okay, we're going to do a short practice now. And I always like this practice because it's, in Tibetan Buddhism, we always share whatever merit we have with others, and everything is done for others, not just for yourself. So in this practice, it's sort of a way of sharing everything, all the good things that we've accumulated for ourselves with all human beings, all living beings. So what we're going to do is we're going to first start off by just observing the breath, and then I'm going to give you 3 visualizations, and each one of these 3 visualizations we're going to chant another sacred syllable, which is the sacred syllable Ah. And this is what the syllable looks like. It's associated with the color white. And let us just start, and then I'll tell you what to visualize. Just observe your breath for a few seconds, just to settle. First time we chant Ah, we visualize a white orb in our heart, around our heart. This white orb contains all the good qualities, all the merit we've accumulated. Everything pure, everything clear. And as we chant Ah, the white orb, or this light that is white, will go throughout all our body. Every cell in your body will receive the white light. The second time, we're going to visualize the white light that is within us, spreading to each person that is in this room. Each one of us will receive white light, and each one of us will send white light. Now we are going to visualize the white light spreading throughout the city, throughout the country, throughout the planet, throughout the universe, so all living beings everywhere will receive the white light. So when we end our practice, we always dedicate. Does anyone have the book? Could you give me the book? Thank you. Okay, before we read the names, if you look on where it says dedication here, we'll say this dedication, and then I'll read the names. By this good may I swiftly once become a great guru, lead all beings, everyone, to reach to that very realm. Okay, so today we dedicate our practice to Maria, Amanda, Matthews, Dennis, Sergey, Veronica, Nora, Carlos, Vilma, Kevin, Donald, Elisa, Debanshu, Jerry, Reba, Brenda, Doris, Diana, Tamesha in the Bardo, Emma, Dominica and family, Julie, Robert, Rito, Mateo, Camachos, Pepe, April, Cody, Scott, Jenny, Terry, Leslie, Schiller and Bardo, and Miriam and Sam. I'd also like to do the aspiration of the four boundless thoughts. May all beings always have happiness and its causes. May all beings always be free of pain and its causes. May all beings always be pain-free and live happily. May no beings ever clear to those near nor spurn those far. So I'd just like to, I don't know how many are here for the first time or, you're here for the first time. Okay, so I'd just like to remind everyone that Don Mountain was founded by Anne Klein and Harvey Arneson. And Anne and Harvey are here. They're usually here the first Sundays of each month for meditation and for a short teaching at 10:30. So if you would you haven't had the opportunity to meet them yet, it's a great opportunity to meet them. They're wonderful teachers. We're really fortunate to have them here in Houston. Anne is a professor of religious studies at Rice, and Harvey, her husband, is a psychotherapist, and both of them have studied with very distinguished Tibetan lamas. They're Tibetan scholars. They've written books, and they're just wonderful teachers. So also they're here on the first and third Tuesdays of each month from 7 to 9 in the evening. They give classes here on Buddhist philosophy and Buddhist teachings. And even though you may not be interested in actually becoming a Buddhist, everyone can benefit from the teachings. It just helps us in our daily lives in many ways. So if you'd like to come, it's a wonderful opportunity also to come to their teachings. I'd like Mary Scott to announce other events that we're having.
Thank you, Janet. And congratulations. I can speak loudly. So you made it through the Texans traffic, and we've got one of those next weekend as well. So forewarned is forearmed. I have a whole list. And if you don't have a Dawn Mountain tag to hang from your rear view mirror, that is helpful in getting by Leroy or one of Leroy's deputies outside. And then maybe during the week sometime somebody might ask you, what's Dawn Mountain? And you could have an opportunity to invite your friends to come and find out about it. So it's dual purpose, but we've got lots, so take one. We had previously announced that there would be introduction to Tibetan language starting today, and in fact, that class did not make. So we'll try again in the spring, and our excellent Tibetan teacher is working on an online intro to Tibetan, which should be available within a few weeks, which would enable you to take it on your own and then catch up to the advanced class, which is going with great gusto with 3 students who are very enthusiastic. As Janet mentioned, we have First Sunday teachings, and also we have something now called Second Chance Sundays, which happened this morning, and that's what happens if you miss the Teaching Tuesday, which is the first or third Tuesday of the month. Can't come on Tuesday nights. We will offer the teaching on this television that's currently draped at 9:30 on the Sunday following the first and third Tuesday. And all this is on the website. I encourage you to check it out. What's really the big thing that's happening at Dawn Mountain right now is on Saturday, October 1st, we have our big celebration of 20 years of Dawn Mountain. It is a fundraiser. It's going to be an amazing evening. We've got raffle prizes, auction items, a live auction hosted by Harvey, which is just a wonder in and of itself to behold. And we can also use volunteers for that event. So if you'd like to participate and $175 is too much for you to pay for a ticket, please talk to me because I can put you to work and we'd love to have you here. It's really going to be a great evening for the whole Sangha. It's called a celebration of Sangha, so we need everybody. Tomorrow evening is the first class in our compassion cultivation training that we're offering with Compassionate Houston, and it will be facilitated by Betty Adam, who is a priest at Christ Church Cathedral and a great friend of Dawn Mountain, and some other members of her team. I think we have 7 or 8 people signed up, so we're excited about some new people coming into Dawn Mountain for that. This is a course that was developed at Stanford University, usually costs $500. We're offering it for $120. So if you're interested, you can sign up online or you can just show up tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. It's going to be a fantastic opportunity. I think that's what I want to say for now. This Tuesday evening at 7, we'll have practice. There will be a senior student here holding the space, and you're invited to come and sit quietly, do whatever you are working on, and that happens on the 2nd and 4th Tuesday of every month. I think that's all. Dawn Mountain's a nonprofit. We welcome your support. We can't get along without it. Thanks so much for being here. And sure.
October retreat, you remember?
It is called Evolving and Dissolving. Basically, the October retreat is an amplification of what is being taught in the Teaching Tuesday series, and it's an opportunity to really immerse in some practice in the group that is centered on those ideas. There's a very nice flyer with a detailed description outside, but that's October 7, 8, and 9 right here. Is that helpful? Okay, thanks, Gary.
Thank you, everyone, for coming, and I hope to see you again.